you ever suffered with depression, anxiety, or psychosis? The chances are this you or someone that you know has. And that's because mental illness is a widespread pandemic that affects almost 1/4 of everyone in the US. As you can see from this graph, almost 6.8 million people suffer from what is called general anxiety disorder. And that's only one disorder out of very, very many to choose from. Let's take, for instance, the story of a lady named Ruth. Let's say Ruth is about 82 years old when she starts noticing that she is sad and really unmotivated to do anything. So Ruth decides to take up counseling. A little hesitant at first because she's not really quite sure how the whole process works. A few weeks in, Ruth notices drastic improvements in her mood and motivation. This is the goal and usually the outcome of good counseling. Patients will leave the therapy sessions feeling refreshed and more ready to tackle those emotional troubles that they've been feeling. Receive it according to surveys after they have received counseling. Also in Matthew 5:42, Jesus says, "Do not refuse the one who would beg from you, and do not refuse the one that would borrow from you either." Let's say that Ruth just took some antidepressants and something to get her motivation back up. If she'd done that, she may have been fine, but she may have also been just seeing no results at all. That's because antidepressants don't really work by themselves. They kind of cover up the symptoms without really getting to the root of the problem and fixing what's there. Imagine, if you will, going back to our rehabilitation program. The rehabilitation program, an antidepressant would be like the food or diet portion of the rehabilitation program. You eat right and you take your vitamins and whatever else they give you to get you back on your feet. But if you don't exercise, you're really not going to get very far. And how does being a good Christian correlate with counseling? Jesus says that we should share each other's burdens, something that I keep going back to. But what does this really mean? This means to me that everybody goes through trials in life, and some people need help with those. You can pick up your own cross daily, and Jesus tells us to do that. But if you can, he also tells us to help others bear their own crosses. And in doing so, you show the love of Christ to others. And as you do to the least of his children, Christ says you do to him. But how does it all work? Counseling works by talking to the client. You have to figure out whether or not they have depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, psychosis, any of the above, or maybe even a combination. Then you work with the client to discover what kind of treatment plan would be best for them. Maybe you work on coping mechanisms. Maybe you're just there to listen to them. Maybe you need to be there and also refer them to a psychiatrist for some sort of medication to help with the symptoms of their mental illness. No matter what form counseling takes, its approach is always client-based, and that's what's really important about counseling. It's all about helping people, and that's the Christian value that it allows us to pursue, being helpful to others, especially when they're broken.